Good morning. It's Tuesday, April 27th. We are going to hop over here and look at the S&P 500. And let's just recap real quick here from yesterday, what we talked about. So yesterday we basically said we had a couple of areas and we only made it back to our second pullback area. So we had this 76 area for a pullback. This first one came one tick below that. Couldn't get through the new all-time high, and then came three ticks in front of 76 over here. Couldn't get back through the all-time high. Got a new daily high. Couldn't get through the new all-time high, or through the previous all-time high. We said watch this little area right here. We also had a KP here yesterday. It came back to 73.25. That's been enough in the Globex to get us all the way back up to 92.50, which is a new all-time high. And I just want to show you here in our map from yesterday. We said right here, so good intermediate would be 91.25 to 75. That was at 7:28 Pacific time. And so this is 91.75. They probed that three ticks. So good intermediate. Good place to take some of your profit or all of your profit and hold for, especially when price goes vertical like this. And, kind of getting this big push like this, not a bad idea to take your profit up there. So now let's go talk about today. So far, we came back and held 76.25 as the Globex low. And if you look here, we basically we need to get back up above. We have this 84.25 today up to 85, what is that, 85.25. So these are going to be this kind of 1 point area, 84.25 to 85.25. That's just something to keep an eye on. Actually, even up to 85.50. So 84.25 to 85.50, we need to take that out for higher. So that's kind of first order of business here. If you notice key turns here, it's stacked between 87.25 and 88. And so two key turn levels are right here. Kind of interesting how that worked out. This is just something I'd just pay attention to and see if it becomes much of a factor here. Not sure there's a whole lot to do with that. Okay, so then a couple things here on the way up. We should see a new all-time high still. So on the way up, so if we can take out up above here, this will be really important, this 85 area. Now, up above that, we're going to have, maybe keep an eye on like 89.75. Okay, that's maybe something to keep an eye on right there. Otherwise, we have this 95.75. Yesterday we have 99.50. Today we have a KP at 4,200, and then we also want to watch 4,200.25. So that's a bit going on right here within about three ticks. So we have 99.50, 42, and 42.25. Okay. Up above that, we could see, let's say 42.03, maybe 03 half, just kind of depending on the timing. If it's a little bit later, it could be a bit more. So this is around the morning. If it's later in the day, it could be a bit more than that. Okay. Then, if we got much up above that 03 area, then we're probably looking at 42.11. Let's see. So let's call it 42.12 actually up to 42.16, 17. And then depending on when that is in the day, let's say around the close, it's actually 19, let's call it 20. So 42.20. And if we got above that 20 area, that would open the door way up. So here's a kind of a pausing area, but that would open the door 42.50 plus probably. Anyway, I just want you to have that. We're coming into, there's going to be some big earnings this week. And if they start to make a big move up, there's a lot of room up above that. Currently for today, that 42, what's called 42.17 to 42.20, much up above that today. There's a ton of room to run higher. Okay, so there you have that. Let's talk a little bit about a pullback for today. So what does a pullback look like? So for today here, so they're testing 85.50 right now. So there's 85.50 to the tick. We'll just see how that all goes. Okay, so for today we obviously have this 80 half that was tested to the tick. We have 77 today. It went to 76 quarter. But if things really can't break out and start coming back a bit lower, keep an eye on this 74 to 70, really down to 72 area. Just keep an eye on that right there, okay? And then below that, we have the CP down here around 63. And then we can give that a little bit of room down here to about 60 area, okay? So something like that. And I really wouldn't want to see much below that in a perfect world. Um, we have this cluster down here, and we probably need to give it down to this cluster. But then that really better be all. Otherwise, things really start to open up for lower. So I'm not going to go through and talk about a breakdown scenario. I'll just say, you know, back into the 30s and even back into the 4118, 40, and lower 4100s is not impossible if they do start to break down. And again, I'll reiterate what I said last week is that any move lower for the time being is likely getting positioned around earnings. So probably for buying at some point. Okay. So there you have it. That pretty much covers anything I know to talk about for today. And we'll see how things play out. And just again, take it one step at a time today and just take what the market gives you and play it smart. And I'll be back here doing a review this afternoon. So have a great day, and we'll be back later. Thanks for tuning in. By the way, if you have not subscribed to the channel, you will not get notified when we go live. So subscribe to the channel so you get notified when we go live. And we will be back this afternoon. Have a great day.